Well, the Rudd government unveiled its first big spending policy of the election year, a $200 million upgrade for airport security. New technologies, including state-of-the-art X-ray machines, will be rolled out, while screening procedures at regional airports will be brought forward. The most contentious measure is the planned introduction of full-body scanners for international passengers, raising serious privacy concerns. Anthony Albanese is the Federal Transport Minister, and he's in our Parliament House studio. Minister, good morning.
Good morning, Fran.
Now, a lot of people would think that these measures are worthwhile and overdue, a lot of them, but the full-body scanners, why do we need those? What would a body scanner pick up that a metal detector would miss?
Well, what it would pick up is occurrences such as that which occurred on the flight to the US on December 25th of the gentleman who flew from the Netherlands. And what this is state-of-the-art technology. We produced a government aviation white paper on December 16 last year, where we made it clear that the government was committed to the rolling out of the best state-of-the-art technology possible. We had a full trial in 2008 where we trialled 4 different forms of this new technology. What we know is that since then, like in other areas of life, technology has got better. And the technology now is able to be provided so that it's essentially a stylised image of a body. You can't actually even tell whether it's male or female, let alone any other body parts being shown. And
so people don't need to be worried about their privacy?
Look, we're going to do this, as we did with the trial, involve the Privacy Commissioner front and centre. We're going to make sure that we balance those privacy concerns that are there. Some of the photos that are in, depending upon what newspaper you look at today, some of them have got the new technology, some of them are showing the old technology.
So just to reassure people, it's not basically a sort of a virtual strip search?
Nothing like it, Fran. In fact, it is essentially, it's known in the industry, it's called a stick figure. It's actually more like a stylised sort of body outline of a, could almost be characterised as like a cartoon, more like a cartoon outline than a human in terms of features. What happens is that it just brings out the aspect that should be looked at, whether that be a weapon or something else that should be examined further, is highlighted on the screen. Okay. Now, we're going to make sure that we involve the Privacy Commissioner all the way through this process, because there are legitimate concerns that people have about privacy, and we'll make sure that we balance that off.
Okay, now these will be installed at international airports, is that right?
That's
Just
right.
International?
That's right, as secondary screening. So everyone will go through the current system, and then some people, just like people who travel would be familiar with ETDs, the explosive detection traces, devices. Some people will get picked out for them now. Some people will be picked out to go through this secondary screening procedure.
Now, there's no doubt this will add a bit of time to the boarding process, but if people are happy to go with that, why are we waiting till 2011? We've already done a trial. This is top-shelf technology. It's out there. I think Britain's just installed some. Why aren't we just doing it straight off?
Physically, Fran, there's this huge demand for this new technology, and there simply aren't enough machines. You literally couldn't go to the market, buy it tomorrow, get it installed. We want to make sure you've got to get the training right. Any new technology is only as good as the people who are running it. You've got to get the training right. You've got to get the procedures right. I've spoken with various airports, with various airlines, including the Qantas CEO, Alan Joyce, who obviously will have a direct interest in this. We're going to make sure that we get it right, but literally there is a physical problem with purchasing these machines, because the demand has gone up substantially, because they're being rolled out in the United Kingdom, in various parts of Europe, in Canada, and an extensive rollout in the United States.
Minister, as you say, any technology is only as good as the people running it. There has been concern not just about those operating scanners and luggage scanners and things, but airport security, airport personnel generally, and the security around them, especially short-term contractors. There was a question last year of hundreds of missing security passes. What's being done on this front?
Look, what we're doing is we've tightened up the ASIC regime. We did that as part of the aviation white paper last year. What we've done with this announcement yesterday, it's a very comprehensive announcement. It's not just about use of new technology, it's about AFP presence in front of counter presence at domestic airports and an expansion of the detection dogs, which are particularly effective. It's about international presence, so we're doubling the number of audits we do at last ports of call, recognising, of course, that some of this technology, such as body scanners, about people leaving Australia, we also want to protect Australians coming back. So a doubling of that, an increased presence overseas at a number of posts, and we'll be making those announcements after, obviously, consultation with the governments affected. We also are expanding $54 million of the announcement is for cargo, an important part of the air supply chain. From August this year, all cargo going into the United States will need to be screened. So we're upping the process there, and importantly, directly related to December 25th, which was a failure of various intelligence agencies to talk to each other, where investing money in new IT technology to make sure that processes, including visas and the immigration, essentially, and law enforcement systems can actually talk to each other in a better way.
That would be a good thing, I think. Anthony Albanese, thank you very much for joining us on Breakfast.
Good to be with you, Fran.